Our DVD player quit on us, and we needed a new one, so we went and got a Blu-ray DVD player, and it was at Walmart. We went and bought it at Walmart. It was $107.61 with the tax, and we got home and we found it on the Sherlock for $80.96. We ended up bringing it back to Walmart. They let us keep it, but gave us $26.65 back. Right on. Then we needed. Then I opened it up to install it, and I needed an HDMI cable, which I didn't have, so I went down to Best Buy to pick it up, and it was $22 for the cable. Went home, put it in the Sherlock, found it for $1.97. But Michael Dell dropped out of school, and he actually, if you can see a list of people who dropped out of college, they actually outproduced the people who finished college, like Bill Gates for another one, Warren Buffett for another one, Steve Jobs for another one. These guys did not finish college, but they taught us how to do things to be very successful. And so one of them is Michael Dell. Michael Dell started his company in his dorm room, and then he left college to run his company. And there had been different generations of retail, different generations of distribution before Michael Dell. Sam Walton was the big one. Sam Walton came up out of a Ben Franklin store. He kept telling the Ben Franklin guys, you got to watch Kmart. They're doing it right. Kmart, the Kresge brothers became billionaires. But Walmart knew how to even be better than Kmart. And so he had to start his own store because he could get the Ben Franklin guys to listen to him. But he did pretty well. He was slow starting, but boy, he really took off. But when Michael Dell saw what Sam Walton was doing, he said, I can beat him in his own game. Because even though he cut out all this distribution in Walmart took all the distribution that Kmart was giving to other people, like they used regional distributors, trucking companies, local distributors. Sam Walton made that all Walton, Walmart and Sam's Club and Walmart Trucking. It's all under one roof. But he still has to keep those stores. He still has to pay those employees. He has to have that retiree guy at the front door welcome you to come in. He's he has to have a push cart person, out the front. All these people get paid. So Michael Dell said, I'm just going to do away with all that, and I'm going to do my distribution of electronics through the internet. And people laughed at him. He's in his dorm room. The other people in the other dorm rooms are laughing at him because of his vision of creating a company where you distribute electronics through the internet. Because he said, how can you buy a computer if you don't have a computer on a computer? About this. But they haven't figured out community online. Right. And I'm here to tell you that the Sherlock has figured out all three of these things. We have a great site, and not only do we have a great site, each individual person, each individual business owner has their own personal site, their own personal app, which every one of us has this. And we give away the app, and the people that we give away the app to, that we teach how to save money, like I did on the stuff that we got at Walmart this week, that's commerce. If I'm giving away apps and I'm getting $2.25 an app on active apps, it's a phenomenal idea. I don't even have to have this huge business like Walmart and Dell have. I just have my little one-site business that can generate $2.25 per app that I give away. I mean, this is like Chuck said, this is not going to be the best kept secret much longer. It's already exploding in other countries that get it. I mean, I started in this company about the same time as Pete Hamby. Now, I did free myself financially at my nonprofit, but Pete Hamby just walked away from a job where he makes $250,000 a year he was building the largest power plant in the world in South Africa. And he retired. And he's not as old as I am. I have a birthday cake over there. He's 10 years younger than I am. And he's retired. Wow. because he just wants to do this. He sees this because he knows retirement sucks for most people. Retirement is really in the tank for almost everybody. Every company that has a retirement is trying to get out from under it. If you don't have some kind of residual income creating retirement flow for you, you are in Dutch. But he sees that with his company. Yeah, I'm making $250,000 a year, but what happens when I hit retirement? Well, if I'm in the Sherlock, I'm replacing that income with the Sherlock now, but I got residuals I can count on in the future. It's pretty cool. So we got all three figured out.
Look what's happening in mobile commerce, guys, and this is what's going to drive e-commerce over the next 5 to 10 years. And the reason that I'm telling you this again is I really want you to understand the positioning of our company and really what you have your hands around right now. You know, and how well you're positioned and what you need to do to be able to take advantage of this. At the end of 2014, we had 1.76 billion people around the world owned and used smartphones on a monthly basis, up 25% from the previous year. China, as of May of this year, had 540 million smartphones in use. India had, in 1 year time period, went from 51 million smartphones to 104 million smartphones. And and this is, again, when you look at it, getting the smartphones out there is the first part, guys. That's the first part of it. We've got 7 billion people on the planet. And if you look at the growth that's happening with smartphone usage at 25% a year, literally by 2018, 2020, you will have half the planet, if not more, will be using smartphones. And then what happens when they use smartphones? They basically go on the internet. Right? They use their smartphones to be able to go and surf the internet, and the next thing that they do is they use those smartphones to be able to buy products and services. So you're seeing an explosion in mobile commerce. And that's what's going to continue to fuel the growth in e-commerce that you're going to see around the world. That's why we're so excited about the opportunity here with Shopping Sherlock. And when you look at the trend that's happening, and go to the next slide, please, Thomas, because this is interesting, just to validate it, guys. And again, I want to validate this. This is not pie in the sky. This is not me or, saying that this is going to happen. This is all backed up by solid data. Look at what's happened with Facebook. Facebook is a 10-year-old company that started selling mobile ads in 2012. So Facebook literally started in 2005, and 7 years later, they decided that they were going to start selling mobile ads, and they were going to switch their company to become, rather than a social platform, a mobile company. That was the direction that they took. This last quarter, and this was the first quarter of 2015, just to let you know. First quarter 2015, they generated $2.4 billion in mobile ad dollars. It was 75% of Facebook's total revenue. In less than 3 years, they went from zero revenue in mobile sales to over 75% in less than 3 years. Talking about trends, looking at those trends. Next slide, please. And if you project out, and you look at it, in 2018, e-commerce and mobile commerce is expected to be a $5 trillion industry, guys. And here's what you look at. As a business person, here's what I look at. What percentage of that market can we capture? If we look at 1/10 of 1% of that market, 1/10 of 1% of that market is $5 billion. China alone will have 540 million smartphone users, or has 540 smartphone users as of May of last year, or this year, excuse me. 1/10 of 1% of that is 540,000 potential affiliates and customers in one country alone.
what can you be the best in the world at? And so we're the best in the world at mobile commerce. For the masses. Helping everybody make an income through their mobile device. No one's doing that. We're the best in the world at it. No one is doing this where every individual that has a license can give away an app to make money off. No one has that. We're the best in the world at that. And the world is finding out about it. The United States, we're asleep as a country. I mean, Hong Kong's exploding, the Philippines, there's like guys becoming diamond over there. You know, Kazakhstan broke 25 globals. 25 global. We're just like, you know, it's just, we got to get this flywheel waking up in the United States. It's just we've been lulled to sleep here for some reason. Maybe we've had it too good, you know, and they're hungry for stuff. So nobody is better at helping the masses with mobile commerce to make money than we are. Nobody. And right here is the best home-based business in mobile commerce and in the app world. That's the center here, and that's right where the Sherlock is. In my estimation, the best company to be part of in the world right now. Bar none. Seriously.